Hello, into the second half of the season now, after week number 19 of Premier League matches has been finished, including the results of the likes of Tottenham beating Brighton. They managed to win 2-1 in that match there, after coming from behind, after Webster in the 37th minute gave Brighton the lead. Second half goals from Harry Kane and Dele Alli managed to turn around the game there, and Tottenham managed to win. On the statistics, it was 11 shots each and 5 on target as well too for both sides. So a bit of a tough match for Tottenham to get the victory, but they have been doing so under Jose Mourinho for the most part. Next game, Bournemouth against Arsenal in a 1-1 draw. Gosling for Bournemouth in the 35th minute before Aubameyang in the 63rd minute for Arsenal to get a share of the points there, with Mikel Arteta's first game in charge of Arsenal as well too. They actually had more shots than the opposition for a weird change, 17-12, but only mustering 2 efforts on target compared to Bournemouth's 4. Had Sheffield United and Watford with the share of the points there in a 1-1 draw. New manager Nigel Pearson there for Watford last few matches. After beating Manchester United, he can draw away against Sheffield United is also counted as a great result. Dele Alli in the 27th minute for Watford, before Norwich for Sheffield United via the penalty spot. 16-5 the shots for Sheffield United in the game there. 4-2 on target as well. And my team, Chelsea, we took on Southampton there in another very, very disappointing defeat. 2-0 with Obafemi in the 31st minute and Wedmund in the 73rd minute, as we ended up losing, just as we did against West Ham and Bournemouth at home there. Just very poor and not creating enough chances. And that's 9 points dropped out of those 3 games against lower weighted sides that would have expected to win. And without scoring as well too is not a good sign. Something about us being at home against these weaker sides has caused issues, because away from home we've been pretty fantastic. 10-5 on the shots, 3 each on target for the game there. Next one is Astonvilla's victory over Norwich there, 1-0, with Orhan in the 64th minute for Aston Villa. It was 16-11 shots there for Norwich somehow, and 6-2 on target. So Norwich dominating the game, despite being bottom of the table against Aston Villa, that's also struggling there. I believe they're on the relegation zone now as well too. So important victory over Norwich to boost a bit more survival hopes for Aston Villa, despite not having the best of things during the game. Crystal Palace got a 2-1 victory against West Ham. Snodgrass opened the scoring for West Ham before Crystal Palace turning the game around with Q8 and Ayu in the 90th minutes for a victory. 13-10 shots for Crystal Palace, 4-2 on target as well. Everton's new manager Ancelotti got a victory as well too, 1-0 win over Burnley. But the goal of the game came very late on for Cullen Lewin in the 80th minute. 21-6 shots for Everton, 5-0 on target as well. Very impressive stuff. Manchester United got a 4-1 victory against Newcastle there. They had to do it the hard way, as they were being outplayed for the first 20 minutes, and Matty Longstaff, the other Longstaff brother alongside Sean Longstaff, that caused them issues on the reverse fixture, getting the goal in the 17th minute. But Manchester United managed to find the response they needed, and a couple of goals from Martial, one from Rashford and Greenwood in the end there, as they ended up actually dominating the game with a few Newcastle mistakes in between. 22-7 shots, 10-2 on target, 74% possession. So that was a pretty weird sight for Manchester United to get a victory, and by 3 goals as well. Very strange stuff going on there. And speaking of much strange, Liverpool with a 4-0 win over Leicester, the top 2 sides, and Liverpool away from home after coming back from Qatar from the Club World Cup, going out there and just destroying Leicester. A couple of goals from Firmino, Milner via the penalty spots, Alexander-Arnold as well too. It was Firmino in the 31st minute, and the other 3 goals coming in space of 7 second half minutes, in the 71st to the 78th minutes. But 15-3 shots for Liverpool, 6-0 on target as well too. So it could have been quite a bit worse for Leicester in that game there. And the final match, Wolves with a 3-2 win against Manchester City, coming from 2-0 down, and a lot of drama in this game there with Edison Morales, the goalkeeper of Manchester City, getting sent off after 12 minutes after a challenge outside the box, and was on a free kick for Wolves when they able to score, and Manchester City got the first score of the game through Sterling there, involving 2 penalty misses before following up on the rebound. And then also early on the second half, Manchester City on the counter-attack there took a 2-0 lead with Sterling again, but Wolves managed to somehow fight back with Adama in the 55th minute, Jimenez in the 82nd, and Doherty in the 89th as well too. 20-7 shots for Wolves, 8-3 on target, and 63% possession. So quite great stuff for Wolves there, who now just find themselves 2 points behind my team Chelsea. And who knows, they might end up getting the Champions League spot if we're not careful. And how I got on with last week's predictions there, managed to get 5 right out of 10. Those included Tottenham's win against Brighton, Astonvilla's win against Norwich, Everton's win against Burnley, Sheffield United and Watford to draw, and Liverpool to beat Leicester. Games I got wrong, of course, my team Chelsea, massive slip up against Southampton, 8-1 odds for Southampton. They managed to get the win. Crystal Palace beating West Ham, courtesy of that stoppage time goal. Manchester United beating Newcastle, thought that was slip up again there. And I went for Wolves and Manchester City to draw in a 2-2 draw, so I'm not too far off the mark there, but in the end, I got that 1-1. And on to next lot of matches there, week number 20, the head-to-head record for these clubs, and then the odds of the games, and then my predictions. So Brighton against Bournemouth. Bournemouth with 43 wins, Brighton with 38, and there's been 29 draws. Bournemouth unbeaten in 11 of the last 12, with 7 wins and 4 draws. Odds for this game, $1.72 for Brighton, $3.60 for the draw, $4.50 for Bournemouth. In this game here, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Next up, got Southampton and Crystal Palace. 46 wins for Southampton, 39 wins for Crystal Palace, and 23 draws. Odds for this game, $1.91 for Southampton, $3.50 for the draw, $4 for Crystal Palace. Gonna go for Southampton to get 3 wins in a row. Very bizarre stuff, but gonna go for a 2-1 victory. Next up, got Newcastle against Everton. 73 wins for Everton, 66 for Newcastle, and 35 draws. Everton unbeaten in 6 of the last 7 with 5 wins and a draw. Odds for this game, 3.60 for Newcastle, 3.30 for the draw, $2.10 for Everton. Newcastle have been doing quite well as of late. Besides that 4-1 defeat against Manchester United. Hopefully that's just a blip there. And Everton, new manager Ancelotti, should help improve results for them as well too. So I'm going to go for these teams to share the results, share the points in a 1-1 draw. Next up, got Watford against Astonvilla. 7 wins each and 5 draws. Watford did win the last 2 head-to-head games. 3 wins and 2 draws for Aston Villa before that. Odds for this game, $1.91 for Watford, $3.75 for the draw, $3.75 for Aston Villa as well too. These two sides find themselves in 18th spots. Aston Villa with 18 points, while Watford's at 19th with 13 points. And I'm going to go for Watford to get just their 3rd win of the season there, and a narrow 1-0 victory as they only scored 12 goals this season. Extremely poor in terms of attacking. But let's see if they can do it. Norwich and Tottenham. 31 wins for Tottenham, 23 wins for Norwich, and 17 draws. Tottenham with 3 wins in the last 4. Odds for this game, $4.50 for Norwich, $4 for the draw, $1.67 for Tottenham. Norwich, recent results, seen 4 defeats and a draw. They find themselves bottom of the table with just 12 points, 7 points adrift of safety at this stage. So it's going to be very tough for them to survive this season. And meanwhile, Tottenham have been doing quite well as of late, currently in 6 spots with 3 wins and those 2 defeats, but they were against Jose Mourinho's old clubs, Chelsea and Manchester United there. So in this game here, going to go for a comfortable 3-0 victory for Tottenham. Next up, got West Ham against Leicester. 52 wins for West Ham, 47 for Leicester, and 33 draws. Leicester unbeaten in the last 4 with 1 victory and 3 draws. Odds for this game, $3.75 for West Ham, $3.75 for the draw, $1.91 for Leicester. Leicester have been doing quite well this season there. Of course, their last 3 games have been disappointing, but they have been against a couple of top sides of Liverpool in their last match and Manchester City prior to that. Obviously, that draw against Norwich though was unacceptable, so they will like to rectify that and get back to their winning streak where they went, 9 games in a row winning. So pretty impressive there. While West Ham just above the relegation zone there, and they've been really struggling as of late. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory for Leicester on this game. Next up, got Burnley against Manchester United. Manchester United with 61 wins, Burnley with 44. There's been 23 draws. Manchester United unbeaten the last 9 with 5 wins and 4 draws. Burnley with just 1 win in the last 26 games. That's pretty crazy. Odds for this game, $4.33 for Burnley, $3.60 for the draw, $1.80 for Manchester United here. Manchester United in general haven't been winning against these lower half sides. So that victory over Newcastle 4-1 was a bit of a rarity, I would say. And Turf Moor is not an easy place to go to. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw on this match here. Next up, got the big one between Arsenal and my team Chelsea. 77 wins for Arsenal, 64 for Chelsea, and 57 draws. Last 7 has seen 2 wins each and 3 draws. Odds for this game, $2.88 for Arsenal, $3.60 for the draw, $2.30 for Chelsea. Chelsea are the favourites, and we are performing a lot better away from home there. And Arsenal are having an awful season there, all the way down at the 11th spot, with just their one victory in the last couple of months there, so they don't know how to win Premier League games or any games in general, as they've also been struggling in the Europa League competition as well too. And Chelsea is a good 8 points clear of Arsenal, so want to make it 11 points here. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. Last couple of games left to go. Got Liverpool against Wolves. 51 wins for Liverpool, 36 wins for Wolves, and 17 draws. Last 7 has seen 5 wins for Liverpool and 2 wins for Wolves. Odds for this game, Liverpool huge favourites at $1.28, $5.50 for the draw, $10 for Wolves. Liverpool just find a way to win every single game there is possible, so it's hard to look past them. Of course, I would say that Wolves are a tougher side to beat, as they only lost 3 matches there this season, and they did previously just beat Manchester City this week. So you think it would be a tough match there, but of course Liverpool are something else. So I'm just going to quickly say 2-1 Liverpool and move on to the next match, so I don't get too frustrated about them winning yet again another game. And finally, Manchester City against Sheffield United. 49 wins for Manchester City, 38 wins for Sheffield United, and 34 draws. Last 6 has seen 2 wins for Wolves and 2 wins for Manchester City, as well as 2 draws. So it's been dead even, but they haven't played each other since 2008, as Sheffield United finally got promoted back to the top flight there. Odds for this game, $1.17 for Manchester City, $6.50 for the draw, $13 for Sheffield United. And I don't think this will be a straightforward Manchester City win, as I believe Sheffield United haven't yet lost an away match this Premier League season. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one, but off the top of my head, I think that's correct there. And only lost 4 games in total this season. Sitting in 7th spot with 29 points, just 3 points behind my team Chelsea there, so it's all very tight and close, compacted together. So new promoter side Sheffield United are doing the business there this season. Very impressive stuff. And I think they're going to get something out of this game with Manchester City not being as clinical and not being as strong defensively as they have been in previous seasons. And I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw to conclude this week's matches in the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And any other things you want to discuss about this lot of matches, what's happened previously, or what do you think will happen in the future, feel free to do so, as I'll reply to all comments there. And thank you very much for watching.